Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. So, with all the things that have come out from the court, and Harry and all his little parties and hangovers, and the fact that the mail was looking for his drug dealer, that kind of leaked out, and I thought, well, doesn't he have to be doing drugs if he's a drug dealer? But that's besides the point. His friend, according to Megan's Mole is the one who kind of reminded me of this. So according to Megan's Mole, there was a reason Harry was called Heroin Harry by his friend Guy Pelly. All right. And we have to remember Camilla's son, Tom, who is now a mouthpiece to the media, was arrested for possession of cocaine in 1999. Did Tom supply Harry with drugs in 1999? Harry would have been a teen. He would have been 15, 16 years old. Is there a connection between Tom and Harry? And is that why William and Catherine avoid Tom at all costs? Like, for example, if Camilla's children are invited for Christmas or Easter, William and Catherine don't go. Is there a connection between Tom and Harry's allegedly and admitted drug use? I thought that would be interesting. So we'll be looking for the Seven of Cups. That's my drug use card. We'll also be looking at Seven of Swords. That would be a drug dealer, supplier, devil, of course, the devil, addictions. Let's find out. Did Camilla's son Tom get Harry into the drug scene? Interesting question, isn't it? Maybe why Harry loves to pick on Camilla. Well, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Harry's the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see what goes with that. Page of Pentacles. There's somebody who's making money off of Harry. Is that Charlotte? Or is that Charlotte? Here's somebody selling something to Harry. Don't you want this, Harry? Oh, this will make you feel really good, Harry. You should try it at least once, Harry. Come on, just try a little bit. There's a female behind this. Oh, sleepless nights. Magician. You know, a lot of people think the Magician is a positive card, and it's not. It's a trickster. It's a magician. It's somebody who tries to fool you. Could it be a drugs card? Could it be a drugs card? Could this be? Look at the yellow. So yellow is your conscious, right? And then look at this. So here. Do you want to try some? Do you want to try some? There you are, out of your mind, right? Nine of Swords, anxiety. Look at it hanging onto your head, don't know what's going on, and you start to see things, and you could easily put this into a drug story. Wow. How did these cards get in reverse? Anyways, I'm leaving it in reverse. Embarrassed. Nine of wands in reverse is you're really embarrassed because you've been very unsuccessful. Also, if nine upright is boundaries, you built a fence, you've got your wall of protection. In reverse is no protection, no boundaries, no fence. No one's watching Harry. William's at school. Well, I know Harry's at school too, but who's watching Harry? Who's watching Harry? And we don't know. He's 15, 16. Maybe he was a real handful. Does he need a nanny then? No, he probably has a a carer, someone who, a driver, someone who's been assigned to him. But who, seriously, what adult who cares is watching Harry? The Lovers, choices. And then no. Or stubborn, being stubborn, having to make, look at, we have choices, and then you have to make a choice, but you don't make a choice. Burden, embattled, and 7 of Pentacles. Someone saw Harry as a cash cow. Someone saw Harry as a cash cow. Betrayal. Now, Tom is a Sagittarius, so he would either be the, at that point in 1999, I don't believe he would have been old enough to be the King of Wands, but he would definitely be the Knight of Wands. Somebody was making a pile of money off of Harry because he had no boundaries. And Harry was a bit of a burden. He was kind of left to his own devices, I'm going to say. I'm not putting any judgment on his grandparents or parent or aunts and uncles. He might have been a handful. And he may have created that situation himself, that nobody really gave a shit about Harry because he was such a little bastard. Might have to edit that out, but you know what I mean, right? You get to the point, people are trying to help, and you know, you're just being you continue to be a dink to them. Well, they're going to stop helping, aren't they? They're under no obligation. The only one under any kind of obligation for Harry was Charles. And he probably doubted that. Look at this is the truth. Yes. Tom, yes. What was our question? Did Tom introduce Harry to drugs? Yes. It's right here. Betrayal. Tom betrayed his soon-to-be stepdad. Sorrow, betrayal. But if that's the only one who's watching here, oh, don't worry, Dad. I'll watch Harry tonight. Here's the drugs right here. Mixing them up. Don't you worry, I've got him tonight. I'll make sure he doesn't get into trouble, Dad. Page of Cups in reverse. This is a surprising news. 2 of Wands. This has been going on for a while. So did Tom, when he got out of drugs, apparently he sobered up, or he got cleaned up and whatnot. Then did Harry have to find a new dealer, a new outlet? I'm not going to say he was a dealer. The story doesn't really show that. A supplier, perhaps. He's got a friend who's got a friend. And then when Tom sobered up, so is that why Harry's so hard on Camila? Or is Harry just wants to create trouble? Strength. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Judgment. Second chances. I think there was a real struggle there for a while. I think they kept this very, very quiet. Very quiet. This was a real behind the scenes, of course. Of course. They kept this out of the rural rota as best they can, right? There'd be pictures of Harry like naked playing in Vegas, and they would try and tame all of that. Try and tame all of that. But look at the struggles they had, and the defenses, defending, you know, his actions, and I'm just a lad and everyone loves me. And I think Harry was a real struggle to deal with, a real struggle. So if he wanted to get married and settle down, I could see why they said yes. They didn't really look too deeply into who it was. But you think to yourself, if Harry was such a loser, what kind of loser would he attract? Hey? Second chances. That's the queen giving him a second chance. Oh, this will be Harry. He'll be turning the corner. He'll be turning the corner. This is what the queen was hoping. Because they did really struggle with him. And they tried to keep as much of it as quiet as they could. And they tried to defend him as best they could. But the question was Tom involved? And the answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Until he got sober. And then Harry got mad. Somebody was making a lot of money off of Harry. Did it filter back to Camila? You know, I have a theory of stepmothers wanting to get rid of the husband's children. I have a stepmother, and I've seen other, like in my 60 years, other families, and I'm not saying all women do this, but I have seen families where they get married and all of a sudden his children are not talking to him anymore, or excluded from the family, or not given the same privileges as her children. I've seen it with my own eyes. And you have to wonder if something like that is happening in this situation. I mean, she gave Tom her house. Does she want to make sure that Harry doesn't have any claim on it? I could, you know, you think about it, Camilla, there's her arch rival's children taking her boyfriend's attention. Animals do it in nature. If a lion comes in and claims a pride, he will kill the cubs, because that puts the lionesses into heat, yes, but that ensures those cubs don't damage his cubs and his cubs' DNA. You have to wonder. You have to wonder. And you have to wonder if Harry knows this, and that's why he says these things about Camilla. Anyways, something to think about. Thanks so much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.